Most people think a narcissist just walks away when it's over. They don't. When a narcissistic woman realizes, truly realizes, that her leash is off your neck and you're never coming back, she doesn't just get sad, she gets dangerous. See, her entire identity was built on controlling how you saw her. Now that you've seen behind the mask, you aren't just an ex anymore, you're a threat to her secret. She's about to flip a switch you've never seen. Whether it's the scorched earth smear campaign or a fake crisis designed to drag you back into her web, her final moves are calculated to make sure if she can't own you, she can at least destroy your peace of mind. If you're seeing these specific, weird shifts in her behavior right now, you need to stop what you're doing. I'm going to show you exactly what she's planning next, and why the silence you're hearing right now is actually the loudest warning sign of all. Stick with me, because her next move isn't about love, it's about revenge. The second she feels your grip loosening, her survival instinct kicks in. She isn't mourning the relationship, she's calculating how to survive the fallout of you being free. She knows that as soon as you're out from under her thumb, you'll start seeing the truth, and more importantly, you'll start telling it. To a woman who lives for her public image, your honesty is a death sentence. So, she decides to strike first. This isn't just gossip, it's a strategic wipeout of your credibility. She starts reaching out to people who actually matter to you, but she does it with a fake, shaky voice and a look of pure concern. She'll call your sister or your closest friend and whisper, "I'm honestly scared for him right now, he's just not himself anymore." With that one sentence, she has successfully rebranded your pain as instability. She's setting the stage so that by the time you actually reach out for help, the person on the other end of the phone has already been warned that you're going through something dark. She takes every mistake you ever made, every time she pushed you until you finally snapped, and she strips away the context. In her story, you are the aggressor, and she is the exhausted victim who just couldn't save you from yourself. She isn't just venting, she is actively poisoning the water before you can take a drink. You'll walk into a room and feel the temperature drop, noticing friends looking at you with pity instead of support. She didn't just walk away, she tried to burn the ground you stand on so you'd have nowhere to turn but back to her. It's a calculated, cold-blooded move to ensure that if she can't have you, she can at least make sure nobody else believes you. Just when you think you finally gained some distance, the silence breaks with a frantic notification. It's never a casual, "How are you?" text. Instead, it's a high-stakes emergency that demands your immediate attention. Suddenly, her car broke down in a dangerous neighborhood, she's facing a sudden medical scare, or a family tragedy just occurred that only you can help her navigate. This isn't a coincidence. It's a calculated atmospheric shift designed to pull you back into her orbit through your own sense of empathy. She knows your boundaries are getting stronger, so she creates a scenario where saying no makes you feel like a heartless monster. By manufacturing a crisis, she bypasses your logic and strikes directly at your protective instincts. She isn't looking for a solution to her problem, she is testing to see if she can still pull your strings. If you jump to her rescue, she realizes that her leash is still firmly attached to your neck. She uses these damsel in distress tactics to blur the lines of your breakup, making you forget the months of toxicity because she needs you right now. The most chilling part is how quickly the emergency evaporates once she knows she has your attention. The second you show up or engage, the frantic energy disappears, replaced by the same old patterns of manipulation. She will use your kindness as a revolving door, ensuring that every time you try to walk away, a new catastrophe drags you back into the chaos. It's an exhausting cycle of false alarms meant to keep you emotionally depleted and perpetually tethered to her drama. When every dramatic outburst and fake emergency fails to reel you back in, she shifts into a terrifyingly calculated silence. This isn't the healthy, no contact you've been practicing. It is a weaponized form of abandonment designed to make you feel completely invisible. Suddenly, the woman who is blowing up your phone every hour vanishes as if you never existed. She stops the smear campaign, stops the frantic calls, and cuts every digital tie in an instant. This sudden vacuum is meant to trigger your deepest insecurities, forcing you to wonder if you were actually the problem all along. She wants you to feel the weight of her absence like a physical heavy pressure in your chest.
By withdrawing all attention, even the negative kind, she is betting on the fact that you are still addicted to her validation. She is waiting for the moment you crack, the moment you send that, "Are you okay?" text, just to break the suffocating quiet. In her mind, this silence is a power move to prove that she is the one who truly walked away, not you. It is a cold, hollow game, played to see if you will crawl back just to feel noticed again. She isn't moving on, she is simply starving you of attention until you lose your mind. Before the ink even dries on your breakup, she paraded a brand new soulmate across every social media platform she owns. This isn't about finding love. It is a calculated psychological strike aimed directly at your self-worth. She deliberately chooses someone who looks like a direct upgrade or a bizarre reflection of you, just to prove how easily you can be discarded. Every photo is staged to look like the happiest moment of her life, filled with forced smiles and captions about finally finding the one who truly understands me. She wants you to see this. She needs you to feel that stinging sensation of being replaced by a total stranger within days of your departure. This new person isn't a partner to her. They are a prop in a play designed for an audience of one. You. She is using their presence to rewrite history, making it seem like you were the only problem in the relationship. By showing off this perfect new bond, she attempts to gaslight you into believing that she was never the toxic one. She is waiting for you to react, to get angry, or to reach out in a jealous frenzy. If you fall for this trap, you give her the ultimate satisfaction of knowing she still dictates your emotional state. It is a shallow, hollow performance intended to make you feel like a footnote in her life, while she continues the same cycle of manipulation with a fresh, unsuspecting victim. When every single psychological game fails to drag you back into her darkness, the performance finally ends. This is the moment when the charming, concerned woman you once loved disappears completely, leaving behind a cold, unrecognizable stranger. Without any remaining hope of controlling your perception, she stops pretending to have a heart. This is the final mask drop. The warmth in her eyes is replaced by a chilling, dead stare that reveals her absolute lack of empathy for the pain she has caused you. She no longer cares if you see her as the villain, because she has realized that your opinion no longer grants her power. In this stage, she might say things so cruel and calculated that they haunt you for weeks. She will mock your vulnerabilities and laugh at the sacrifices you made for the relationship. This isn't a heat-of-the-moment argument. It is a deliberate attempt to leave you emotionally scarred as her parting gift. By showing you this terrifyingly hollow version of herself, she is trying to make you feel like your entire history together was a lie. However, this horrific revelation is actually your greatest blessing. Seeing her true face without the mask is the ultimate closure you never thought you would get. It is the final proof that you didn't lose a soulmate, you escaped a predator.